I'll just keep moving along. So it's our hope that we would just kind of focus for this semester that we would do yoga that was just kind of more relaxing, more healing, more focused on calming rather than the workout aspects. So I've brought a few things that I wanted to show you guys to help out with that. One of them is you'll see this sweater. So it's a little chilly in Los Angeles. And when we're moving around and we're active, when we're doing yoga for a workout, we really keep ourselves warm. But when we are relaxing, our body temperature really drops. And we want to let that happen when we do relaxation practices. So I'll probably take off my sweater at the beginning, but I wanted to encourage you guys to dress in some layers so that you don't get a chill, your muscles don't tighten up, your body doesn't tense up. If you can actually go and maybe turn the heat up in the room you're in to make the room a little warmer, that'll be really helpful. And having a nice sweater and sometimes even a pair of socks or something to put on at the end for our restorative pose and relaxation would be great. Also, I wanted to show you guys, I have a strap here, and the strap is going to be really helpful to you for any sort of flexibility stuff that we do. We try to reach, grab a foot, or we try to do something if you can't quite reach. This is basically a classic yoga strap, but you can also just use maybe like a hand towel or something that, you can just grab from home, something to be able to wrap around your foot anytime if you need it. Last thing I want to show you guys, and then we're going to get started, are these two huge pillows here. And I specifically did not use my yoga bolster because I wanted to show you guys you could just use any pillows from at home. We're going to be doing some restorative work later on in the practice and in the coming weeks. So if you have, so you can just grab some pillows off of your bed, but you're going to want to have those handy for the end of class. Okay. That's enough talking. Again, Rabia, if you could try to put everybody onto mute, that would be really helpful. Yes, thank you. Okay, great. All right, everyone, enough. It's been a crazy 2021 already. Let's take some time to close our eyes, get focused, and allow the tension to drain. So begin in a comfortable seated position. Allow your eyes to close. Whatever has been going on with you today, I invite you to just hit the pause button and really get present on your mat or on the floor, on the carpet, wherever you happen to be. Just telling yourself, I am right here, right now. Setting intention for the hour to come, that every breath, every movement, everything we do should be in the service of letting go, in the service of clearing out whatever has been stressing you out. And in service of when we have that level of relaxation, we're able to come back to our lives with so much more clarity and presence. Okay, and as you're ready, you can go ahead and allow your eyes to open. Again, just comfortable seated, cross-leg position. Take your arms out to the sides and just sweep the arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in. And then arms out to the sides. Exhale. We'll do 3 of them like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take a gentle side stretch, just up and over to one far down. Is it you're feeling some sort of stretch on the side body here? You can roll it forward a little, you can roll it back a little. And then please come all the way up. And we'll just, I'm intentionally deepening my breath so that you at home can hear it with a reminder, hopefully. Oh, right, I'm hearing deep breath. That's right. I should be breathing deeply as well. So whenever you hear me breathing deeply, you'll want to just kind of chime in and come along. So whatever foot you have on top or in front, you're going to want to put the other foot on top or in front. So just go ahead and switch sides. Great. And then we're just going to do again with the arms. Just inhale up.
Sarah, can you unmute yourself? My apologies.
Great. We're just twisting to one side. And then twist over to the other side. Okay, great. I'm going to have you turn to the side and put both legs out in front of you. Both legs come out in front of you. Yeah. So we're just going to, with your hands behind you, almost just push your chest up for a moment and then allow your chest to just relax back for a moment. Exhale. Inhale. Lift with the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, allow your spine to round. Last one, a little bigger. Inhale. On the spine back. And then come now to a nice straight spine. So see how I sort of use my hands behind me to press the chest up. I want to do that for a moment. This pose is just called Dandasana or staff pose. I'm flexing my feet, I'm pressing my thighs down. It may not look like I'm doing much, but I'm actually really activating all of my muscles. And this pose is great for your posture. So I don't know how many of you are hunched over a desk all day long, but just doing this, I'm actually getting a little bit tired. All of my muscles are working. So just from here, I'm gonna pull that right knee in and keep your left foot flexed. And again, we're doing these little breath movement sequences so that you can just kind of, not a big deal, just a little bit get moving. So from here, you've got your right leg. You'll inhale, lift your chest up. The inhale clears new energy. Exhale, round the spine back. Inhale new energy in. Exhale, round the spine back. Last one, deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, great. And then lift your chest up. And you're going to take that right knee and allow it to go right out to the right. So this is a pose called Shavasana, or head to knee pose. I've got my left foot forward, my right knee out to the side. I just want to show you what it's like. It's nice to have something to throw around your leg. So as you can see, I'm decently flexible. I can grab my foot okay, but sometimes I use a strap anyway, just so I'm not like straining, right? You don't want to be pulling and straining to get more flexible. We want to be stressing out less, not stressing out more. So we don't want our yoga to stress us out. So I give myself some slack on this so that the rest of me can relax within the pose. I'm going to be here right about like this with a long straight spine. Close my eyes and, and take about 3 more slow, long breaths. Now, as you take your breaths here, you want to be feeling something. But if you're in it so far that you start to tense up, know that you've then gone a little too far. So just back off. Okay, and then open your eyes. I'm going to just release my strap here, and I'm going to take my right leg back up to the ceiling, like so. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right foot and cross over my left leg. So I've got the right foot over the left leg. I'm going to again push from behind me, and now I'm going to move into a twist. So I'm going to take my left arm around my leg, pull my chest up, get nice and tall, and move into the twist here. So a couple of things. I recommend that you stay here with this twist using your arm. However, if you like, if you're feeling very flexible, you can lift your arm up and actually grab the outside there. The main thing is to lift up nice and tall in the twist. Maybe look over your right shoulder. And for about 3 more breaths, remember our number one intention this afternoon is to let go. Open your eyes, please, whenever you release any yoga pose. You don't want to like snap out of it like a rubber band, right? You want to come out slowly so everything's gentle. Now we're going to do the last pose in this series. You're going to keep your right leg on top and take your left leg underneath. So you're either in, I'm in a half lotus, but you can just be in a simple cross leg pose. And you're going to walk your hands forward. Wherever they go, you may go to here, you may go all the way down, no big deal. Just let your head drop. And right now it's okay if your spine rounds a little bit as long as you don't pull yourself down. So this is more of what we would call a yin style pose. You're not pulling yourself down or exerting down in any way. Just try to relax your head, relax your shoulders. Aim some breath into the back of your body. Okay, and then slowly open your eyes, use your hands to gently walk yourself up to sitting. Pause and take a breath. And now we'll get that on the other side. Okay. So now I've got my right leg forward and I'm bending up into me. So this right leg is active to hold me. And remember, we began with that breath and movement sequence. So I've got a nice hold on my left shin, and I'm going to inhale, lift my chest, and then exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Ah. Inhale, drawing new energy into the body. Exhale, clearing out the day. Okay, great. And then come back. So you're in a neutral spine. And then I'm taking my left knee out to the side. And I'm bringing my left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And I'm back to Janu Shirshasana. And again, I'm going to give myself liberal, lots of slack, just making it so easy so that I can relax and soften. So much of what we do during the day, we're always making things harder for ourselves. So let's just practice making things easier here. For a moment, close your eyes, keeping a nice tall spine here. Increase your breathing. Now, for me, this is almost a little too easy, so I'm going to come forward a little bit and give myself a little more stretch. But when I feel myself start to tense up, nope, it's not worth getting tense over. That's too much stretch. So I back off. Okay, and then open the eyes and release the hands from the strap. I'm going to now bring my left knee back up to the ceiling. And as I did on side two, I'm going to take this left foot and I'm going to cross my body over from the right side here. And I usually take with my hands a moment to sort of push through my hands and get nice and tall first. And then I'm going to take my right hand and grab onto my left knee and just kind of watch this part of my back. I'm going to rounding out the back. I want to lift up so my spine is tall, and then I give myself a nice twist. I'm kind of wringing out, just kind of squeezing out the day. If you feel like, oh, well, this twist is so easy and I just need more challenge, you can lift that right arm up and take it to the outside of the left arm. Wherever you are, do close your eyes within the pose. See if there's something that you can soften here. Open your eyes, releasing every movement mindfully. That's also a safety tip. And then we're just coming into that comfortable cross-leg position. So that left foot is either on top of the leg or it's in front of the leg or whatever you did on side one. Try it on side two. Forward. And this time, instead of cranking on straight spine, I'm actually going to let my head soften and allow my body to round slightly so that I can start to release and relax. I deepen my breath. I want to mentally aim the breath into the back of the body. Aim breath in between the shoulder blades. And then slowly start to walk yourself up. Okay, wonderful. So from here, you're going to take your legs out in front of you, and we're going to do a few stretches all the way on the back. So go ahead, please, and come onto your back. And you probably will want to keep this strap handy. I'm going to move my sweater here. So I'm going to come onto my back, come onto your back, and just give your knees a nice hug into your chest. Just notice how nice it is to have the knees into the chest. You feel the spine supported by the floor. Again, one of the things we do for stress relief are what we in the yoga system call vinyasa kramas. So they're breath and movement healing sequences. So we'll do some of that here. You're going to just take your heels up to the ceiling and your arms over your head, backs of the hands to the floor. That's an inhale. And then exhale, hug got my water here, hug the knees into the chest. Let's do heels up, arms up. Exhale, make a little ball. A few more times. Inhale. And exhale. In breath. And a clearing out breath. Last one, let's hold the breath for a moment. So inhale up. You'll take your heels up, your arms up over your head. Inhale, inhale, hold your breath for a moment, hold it, hold it. And exhale, knees into your chest. Great. Now please keep your right knee into your chest. Stretch your left leg flat on the floor. Flex your left foot. And we're going to do just a gentle movement here with the right knee. So sort of same thing we've been doing. Again, the breath is meant to calm you down. So you're going to inhale, allow the knee to draw away from you. And exhale, hug the knee in tightly. Inhale. Exhale. And this last one, we will hold the breath a little bit. So inhale, inhale, inhale. Now hold your breath, hold it, hold it. Exhale, hug that knee in tightly. Great. And now just continue to breathe with your knee hugged in tightly. And you'll take your right knee over towards your left side. So you're going to cross your body. We're going to move into a twist. Right knee tips over towards the left side of the body. And you're going to stretch your right arm out to the right and look out over your right shoulder. So I feel this in my pectoral muscle. I feel this in my hips. I feel it kind of everywhere. Just don't go too far until you start tensing up. Just keep it nice and easy. Okay. And then hug both knees all the way back up into the chest. Great. Okay, let's get side two. Your left knee is hugged into the chest. Right leg is flat. And we'll do the little vinyasa kramas, the breath movement sequence. So when you inhale, take the knee away from you. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Inhale, drawing new energy into the body. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Remember, we held the breath. In and in and in and hold. And exhale. Continue to breathe. And now we'll move into the twist. So you'll take the left knee and bring it all the way over to the right side of the body and stretch that left arm to the left and look out over that left shoulder. Great, bring your knees back up into your chest. Okay, and we're going to use this strap like we did before. So go ahead and grab onto it. Your left leg is bent with your left knee on the floor. The foot on the floor and the knee up. And you're going to take your right knee into your chest. And you want to take the strap or a towel around your right foot and then straighten the right leg. Now, if you don't have a towel or a strap handy, no big deal. You can just bend the knee and grab onto the foot, or you can grab the back of the leg, whatever works. Just find a creative solution. But I'm using the strap liberally today to demonstrate the priority of the stress release. See how when I have the strap, how my shoulders can relax? Not tensing with my arms at all, right? So my arms are straight, my shoulders are relaxed. And I feel just a nice stretch in the back of my right leg. So something is happening, but it's not so much that I'm tensing up. Now we've been here for about 5 breaths because I've been talking. Many of you will want to stay here. This is plenty of work. If you want to add a little challenge, you can straighten that left leg, flex your left foot, press the left thigh down into the floor. And just check in with your jaw muscles, face muscles, your neck muscles. To get out of this, I'm going to bend my left knee, that eases it. And then I bend my right knee, and then I release the strap down on the floor. And I usually just give my knees a little hug in between sides. I find that I crackle my toes a lot just to get the circulation going in these feet. Okay, and then we'll take the whole sequence here on side 2. So you'll have your right foot flat on the floor with the knee up like so. And then I'm going to bring my left knee in and I'll take the strap around that left foot. And you can see I'm holding the strap, but I'm letting the strap slide as my leg straightens. I'm doing this so that my yoga does not add tension to my body. My hands are nice and relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Maybe open and close your mouth a few times. Maybe close the eyes, take a breath or two. Okay, so open the eyes and you can either stay in this pose or add a little challenge by straightening your right leg down on the floor. And then I sort of flex both feet. So I know my legs are happening. Again, if I pull on this, it'll start to tense up from that. So I'm feeling something in my left leg just enough, but not too much. Close your eyes. Let's take 2 or 3 breaths here. Open your eyes. And again, the exit of every yoga pose really matters, right? You want to exit safely and mindfully. So
Safety is to back off on the bottom leg first, and then to just give a big bend to that top leg. And I'm going to move my strap over to the side. I'm going to give my legs a last hug in the center. Great. And then I'm just going to roll to one side and then use my hand to come all the way up to sitting. It's a nice, safe spine there. Okay, excellent. That was a nice, delicious warm up. I'm going to have you come on to your hands and knees. So let's kind of flip all the way over onto what we call a tabletop position into hands and knees. So my hands are directly under my shoulders. My knees are under the hips, and we'll do the same movement we've been doing throughout the practice today, a breath and movement with the spine. So I inhale, I take my sit bones up, my chest up, my chin up. That's my inhale. And then I'm going to exhale and round the spine. I'm almost trying to get my nose to touch my belly button. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale and round. Let's continue. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Great. And then take your knees a little further back from your hands. Curl your toes under, and let's take downward facing dog pose. So the knees will come up off the floor, pull my body weight back. My arms are squeezing nice and straight, and I'm just going to try pedaling the legs a little bit. So I push one heel down and bend a knee. I push the other heel down, bend the other knee, and just side to side a little bit. Okay, and from here, bring the knees down to the floor and then sit back in what sometimes seems to be everybody's favorite. It's called child's pose. So you're going to take your hips all the way back towards your heels. I'm going to move my head towards the floor. Now, even this takes quite a bit of flexibility. So if you don't easily go back, you can maybe make a sort of a pillow or a brace with your arms, and you might consider taking your knees a little bit wider. And sometimes I'll put my forehead on my wrists like this as a little pillow. Sometimes I'll even turn my head to the side. You'll just always want to make sure to get that on the other side. And then back to center. And let's once again try downward facing dog. So you bring your hands forward, curl the toes under, press back to down dog. And this time you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. We're not going to do a ton of standing work today, but do want to do a little bit. So your feet are hip distance, parallel. My knees are bent a lot, so nice and relaxed. And then each hand is going to grab onto an elbow. And I'm just going to allow my head, neck, shoulders to completely relax here. Again, my knees are a little bit bent, so do bend your knees. That's a safety thing, just right now at first. And then just try swinging from side to side a little bit. Just go side to side and see if you can kind of release. The moment I start to do that, so much tension releases out of my head and neck. From here, I'm going to invite you to drop your fingertips to the floor, and you're probably going to need to bend your knees a lot. From here, I'm going to have you take your feet the distance of the mat. So I've got my feet in 45-degree angles. My toes are out to the sides. My heels are in. And I'm going to lean into my hands here. I'm going to bend my knees and start to take my hips down. So right the moment, the version I'm doing of this, my heels are actually off the floor, which is okay. There are versions on the floor, and we're going to get to that in a second. You're going to want to take your hands on the insides of your legs. And I've got my arms kind of on the insides of my knees here. And I'm going to use my arms to kind of push my legs out to the side. So I'm feeling a lot of stretch on the inside. And then push through the hands, lift your chest up. So I'm feeling a huge stretch on the like inner groin area right now, like big time. But this is a very sort of a safe way to stretch it. Now, some of you, if you can stay lifted here, some of you will want to try to move into this other version of the squat. So now my heels are on the ground. And again, I'm lifting my chest up, maybe even palms to the heart like so. And this movement is not for everybody. You can stay with your heels off the floor. This is a good one. We're going to try to do more of this. It's really good for the hips. It's really good for the posture. But we're going to leave it for now because it can be. I'm going to have you lean back into your hands and then come forward with the knees on the floor. Take the toes out to the side and just come back into a kneeling position, right? Into a kneeling position. Great. And in this kneeling position, I'm going to invite you to stay in a kneeling position for a few moments here while we do some shoulder stretches. If that doesn't work for you, if you would rather go into your seated cross leg, of course, please just feel free to do that. So here in this kneeling position, I'm going to invite you to take your right arm up over your head, bend at your elbow, and go ahead and pat yourself on the back. So my right elbow is to the ceiling here. And I'm going to take my left hand and grab onto my right shoulder. Now, this is a great shoulder stretch to do, throughout the day while you're sitting at a desk or whatever, in between meetings or classes, or whenever you're kind of find yourself too much sitting hunched. And then go ahead and release. And let's get that on side two. So you'll take your left arm up over your head, bend at your left elbow, pat yourself on the back, and then go ahead and pull that left elbow in and grab. And again, almost with my head pushing my left elbow back, just not to like overarch with the low back here. Keep your belly and ribs in. And then gently release it. We're going to do a counter stretch to that. You'll take your right arm up in front of your face so it makes an L shape. Here, you're going to take your left arm underneath, in front, and then maybe around until the palms touch, maybe. If that doesn't work, you can just kind of take it across your body. But what I'd invite you guys to do today is lift your arms up a little bit and then try just drop your head into your arms and feel the stretch in between the shoulder blades and in the back of your neck. Close your eyes for a moment and really send some clearing breath into the back of the neck. Open the eyes and open the arms and release. And then let's do that on side two. You've got your left arm up. It's just making an L shape. And the right arm wraps under and around until the palms touch. Lift your arms up and away and slightly drop your head into your arms. Again, close your eyes. Get a mental image of the back of your neck and send clearing breath to the back of the neck. Okay, excellent. And then release your arms down. Just do a few little shoulder rolls to get the kinks out there. And then you're going to again slide your hands forward, curl your toes under, and press back to downward facing dog. And pedal your legs again here. And just give the legs a little pedal, a little pedal. Again, you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. So again, we're in that standing forward bend pose. And then from here, I'm going to again have you grab your strap or your towel. Put it in between both hands behind you. Bend your knees. And then you're just going to hold on to it somewhere, somehow, and take your arms up to the ceiling and maybe forward towards the floor in front of you. And then maybe just twist from one side to the other. And then release the strap down to the floor and walk your hands back to downward facing dog. So from here, I'm going to have you step your right foot all the way to your hands. And if it doesn't touch easily, just grab onto the foot and kind of clunk it forward. And we're just going to hold it here in a lunge just to kind of stretch and open up the hips here for a couple moments. You want to make sure that the ankle is just below the knee. Now, just for a moment or two, my right arm up over my head into a twist. Just to sort of get the kinks out here. Take the right hand back down and then release your left knee to the floor. And just relax here for a moment. And the next move is I'm going to uncurl my back toes and I'm going to step my right foot to the right a few steps. So now I've got both hands on the inside of my right foot. You might want to stay here. This is already a big stretch on that hip flexor. If you feel comfortable, you might want to come down onto your forearms and let your head drop. Come back up on your hands. And a moment ago, I stepped my right foot to the right. And now I want to bring it back to the center. And then I'm going to step my right foot forward just a little bit. So we're going to move into an Ardha Hanumanasana half split. I'm going to actually straighten my front leg. I'm going to pull my body backward. So my left thigh is perpendicular to the floor. And then I'm just going to very gently relax my head and chest down over that straight front leg. Now again, don't crank on it. If you start to tense up your jaw, it means you're going too much. Okay, so now we're just going to come back to down dog. So take this front foot all the way to the back, curl your toes under, press back to down dog. One deep breath here, and then we're going to move into side two. So take that left foot all the way up and just make sure you have distance. So you don't want to stay here. You want to make sure your feet are far enough apart. I drop my hips down, my back leg is straight. I'm going to take my left hand to the ceiling for a couple of breaths. And then left hand down. And then I'm going to release my right knee to the floor and send that left foot to the left and come on to, we started here with both hands just up like so. This actually really is plenty of work here. And then only if it feels right to you, go ahead and try for the forearms down. Drop your head and relax the back of your neck. Okay, and then come all the way up on the hands. You'll take that left foot back to the center line, and then that left foot walks forward again a little bit. Flex the left foot, pull your body back until you've got that the right thigh perpendicular to the floor. And then relax forward over your straight front leg. Wherever you are here, just let your head drop. Again, feel the back of your head, the back of your neck. Okay, and then come all the way back up. And then take that left foot back to the right. For a moment, sit back on your heels. This is called Vajrasana. Just sit tall for a moment. Let your eyes close and notice the effects of what you've done so far. If there's something that hasn't let go yet, encourage it to let go. Okay, great. So now we are going to move into a breathing technique. So the moment I stop moving, I get a little chill. So I'm going to cozy up in my sweater. We're going to do a breathing technique called 4-part breathing or box breath. And just doing this breath work is a way of just kind of balancing our energy. You know that somebody is stressed or having an episode, very often we can tell that by watching people's breath. They're like, like this, right? If they're tense. So we know that somebody is relaxed if their breath is smooth and even. So the way the 4-part breathing will go is I'm going to walk you through it, and you'll kind of basically stay with me and follow me. Breath will be always in and out through your nose only. And the breath will go like this. Will be, don't start yet, but basically we will all together be inhaling, and I'll count to 4, and then we'll hold the breath to the count of 4, and then we'll exhale the breath to the count of 4, and then we'll hold the breath to the count of 4. So the idea is that the in-breath, the pause at the top, the out-breath, and the pause at the bottom are all of equal length, and just changing your breathing pattern in this way, I found has profound effects. So if sitting comfortably cross-legged isn't comfortable for you, grab one of your pillows. You can stick it, under your seat, or find another way that's comfortable for you. But find a comfortable seat now. Sit up tall so you've got room to breathe. And then allow your eyes to close, please. And just take a couple of natural breaths along with me, just easy breaths. And again, you're going to do this with your eyes closed. And you're doing it with your mouth closed. So breathing through the nose only. So we'll begin. Everybody start by taking a nice long exhale. And then we'll begin together now. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. In breath. Hold. Out breath. Hold. In breath. Hold. Out breath. Hold. In breath. Hold. Out breath. Hold. I'm going to change the pattern now. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everyone inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now everyone, deep breath in. Hold the breath at the top. Hold it. Lift your chest. Hold it. Slightly drop your chin down. Hold the breath. Hold it. Let it out through the mouth. Two more like that. Deep breath in through the nose. At the top, hold the breath. Keep your chest lifted, but drop the chin down. Hold. Through the mouth, exhale. Last one all together. Deep breath in. Hold the breath, hold. Out through the mouth. Continue to sit, allow your mouth to close, and just take a couple of natural breaths. Just observing the effects of the practice. Great. And allow your eyes to open now. We're going to move into our final relaxation pose. And for today, if you have your pillows, I'd love for you to set your pillows up at the bottom of your mat. And in yoga, we normally do a final relaxation pose called Shavasana. But today, if you have pillows, try to put them under your legs. So my knees are just bent. And then begin to relax yourself back on the floor again. I like to bundle up so I stay nice and warm. And then just do any little adjusting. Now, if you don't have pillows, normally we do this without pillows anyway. So you can just do it with your legs flat on the floor. And then you want to take your arms out to the sides now. So often we say palms face up to kind of keep the chest open. But if you'd like to bend your elbows and turn palms face down on your belly, or one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart center. But what you want to for sure make sure of is that your arms just, that they're totally relaxed in some way. So take a moment to wiggle your toes and take a moment to move the muscles around in your face. There's no tension there. Let's all take one last deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. Close your eyes now. And now breathe out through the mouth. And now allow your mouth to close. And just allow your breath to find its own new natural rhythm. And please stay lying down here in this supported Shavasana. Stay here with your eyes closed. Continue to watch your breath slow itself down, softening the backs of your eyes. And we have completed our session for this afternoon. I feel like you're just getting started here with a relaxation. So I'm going to invite you to just stay here in your relaxation pose with your eyes closed. Thank you so much for joining. And again, we're here every week. And if you like the session, if you want to do it again, you can go to the Yoga USC YouTube channel. We've recorded tonight, just me, so you don't have to worry, you guys weren't being recorded. We've recorded this session. You can do it as many times as you want between now and next week. And please tell your friends, your family. We want to expand our community. If you have any requests or questions about what we did, please do feel free to reach out to me on the Yoga USC page. You can email me anytime. Thank you all so much for coming this afternoon, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Good night.